Everybody shut up and action! Anime has done it once again, taking a beautiful Disney story, in this case Beauty and the Beast, and reimagined it into a beautiful animated movie called Belle. This movie is essentially a more modernized version of Beauty and the Beast, with the story taking place in Japan as usual, with the story being about a high school girl who enters a virtual reality sort of world, where this virtual reality is somehow like social media, where you have posts, followers, and the people you're following and whatnot, and this girl becomes an instant hit singer. She immediately gains millions on millions of people following her, gains instant popularity, and she is a not one hit wonder, but like, she is an absolute blast. Everyone across the virtual platform is coming, trying to listen to her music, and then suddenly this beast appears, ravaging this new world, and everyone starts despising him, wanting his identity revealed to ruin this creature, take him to the stake and burn him. But it really gets you questioning about why this is going on, since the entire advertising aspect of this virtual world is you can't change your real life, but you can start a new life in this world, be free, be who you want to be and whatnot. So that entire aspect was confusing. But back to the plot, this movie is essentially a love story, not a romantic love story, but rather a sort of platonic love story about Belle, who has had an experienced pain growing up after her mother died trying to save someone else, and Belle, or rather Suzu, which is her real name, questioning why she did everything, and the entire movie being a movie of Suzu trying to understand her mother's actions. She helps this beast, and along the way she learns the actions of her mother. That's essentially the story, and it's honestly a really beautiful tale. Suzu's character is already really captivating and an interesting follow, especially trying to understand the character in herself, and and the entire journey of trying to understand the character of the beast as well. The movie overall just feels really enjoyable. It's a slow-paced, captivating film. But I mean, the film's also really tiring at times. It gets really stale and it feels really long, but it's honestly really enjoyable all at the same time. Weird. So I would say this is an adventurous sort of internal journey of sorts type of film, trying to understand people's actions. I guess that's the best way to describe this film, and it's honestly a really fun watch, really exciting, not exciting, but really interesting watch, that's for sure. I mean, the soundtrack is godly. I mean, it's an anime film. Pretty much any soundtrack in an anime film is destined to be stuck in your ears forever. The soundtrack in this film is no exception. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is candy for your ears. The soundtrack is gorgeous, the characters are interesting, everything about it is really interesting. There are aspects of this film which make you question a lot. There is the sudden plot jumps, how it jumps from one thing to another, which makes you go, wait, this is how the beast is introduced? This is why they hate the beast? Oh, there's suddenly a power struggle? Well, what? There's a lot that confuses you, and maybe it just flew over my head, because it is a more artistic sort of film, where a lot is left to your interpretation rather than a clear-cut story to follow, like the Disney Beauty and the Beast was. But overall, it is a really interesting, really enticing sort of film, more so in the aspect of Suzu's character and trying to understand her and her actions and her emotional journey in the overall sense. And I feel like it was really interesting to watch all that, especially with the beautiful animation. Like with the 2021 movies, I like always go into these movies expecting some Demon Slayer, One Piece type of animation where it's like beautiful up to like modernized animation, but like this one feels like it's a more older style of animation, and it works really well for this movie, and it feels absolutely gorgeous to watch on screen. But yeah, I give this movie a 75%. It is a bop, definitely one to check out. Probably not a Friday night movie, but definitely a midday sort of movie, more enticing sort of film. Maybe it will be a Friday night movie, but probably not a family type of movie. But it is a fun watch. Give it a shot. Let me know what you think of it. Peace.